Some employees at eBay are being a little too weird with some critics of the website.
Talking about Creebay. And you know what? We've watched some really cool documentaries. We're talking about Toxic Love Story and the Idaho murders. What happened with those?
Also in Mexico, a witch or a ghost has been sighting stalking the streets. What happens when they went on the hunt for the ghost witch?
And if you're trying to learn a plane.
If you're trying to land a plane, don't. Or just make sure your pilot doesn't jump out, because we're talking about that on this week's Monday morning, only on patreon.com/scaredycast. Kelsey, you okay?
No.
Let's do it. Perfect.
What did I even say?
I don't know. Learn a plane.
You want to learn a plane?
Yeah, learn a plane. Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
It's
oh boy.
another week of Scaredycast. Aren't you excited? It's August right now, which means we are in spooky season full swing. I already have located and have used pumpkin spice Old Spice body wash. I have the pumpkin spice deodorant from Old Spice as well. Old Spice, sponsor us.
Old Spice.
So I be smelling like a pumpkin now. You know, there's already pumpkin snacks in the stores. I'm going to be stocking up this weekend. You know it.
So crazy.
It's Spirit Halloween's already open. They've been open. I was at Walgreens the other day, and they got things up, so...
That is so crazy, because I went to Fry's the other day and I tried to get a floaty for my pool, and they're like, everything that we have is over there. It's a tiny little section. I'm like, it is 110 degrees out. You guys have had pool stuff out this whole fucking summer.
Yeah.
It's still summertime.
Well, it's back to school time too. So
No, fuck that.
they gotta.
I need a float in my pool. It's hot. Oops, I guess.
I mean,
Screw that.
Screw that. Yeah, it's like too hot to swim.
Yeah, it is a little bathwatery
Yeah.
right now.
Oh my gosh, I used to have
Yeah,
it like we have just like a little pop-up pool, and I had a cover on it, and that cover was cooking the water. Like it was too hot to even touch and get in, so I had to like take our cover off. So our pool's getting dirty, but the water is warm instead of boiling. I guess. Oh man, what are we gonna talk about this week? I got a creep of the week. Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
This creep of the week is eBay.
What?
Or some eBay employees. You know what I never understand is like I mean this is just where my mindset's kind of at, but I get like kind of standing up for your workplace a little bit.
I mean, yeah, you have to, there's a balance, obviously. You have to like stick up for your employees and your coworkers and like yourself.
But I mean, if I work for like a giant corporation like eBay, like
I wouldn't give a shit.
I'm not gonna go above and beyond.
Or I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll take care of this for you.
You know, like
I'd be like the coolest customer representative. I'd be like, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Like if I work at Target and I see a shoplifter, I'm not gonna go chase them.
No. Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, like
no.
I'm not gonna go chase them.
I'm
not gonna do anything. Like,
yeah, at Victoria's Secret, they said like if we see a shoplifter, like they're like just don't do anything, just like tell somebody, and then if security gets here or whatever, they're like, but don't like. Yeah. And that's how it, like, I'm sorry, but like, that's how it should be, especially with like big corporations. Like, who fucking cares? Like, I'm sorry, but like, who fucking cares? If it's like a mom and pop shop or something, don't be stealing from them.
Don't steal from mom and pop.
Go steal from Walmart.
Don't steal from local. Go
Allegedly,
mess with big bucks.
This is not.
We're not encouraging crime.
Advice.
We're just saying we'll look the other way.
I mean, I'm not going to get shot over someone else stealing some baby formula.
Guff
I don't
for
care.
me, if I'm shopping and you're shopping and I see you grab something and you try running out, I'll be like,
and I'm sorry, but if someone's stealing stuff, then they need it.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that they need it. Like, I'm sorry, and things are so fucking expensive. It's $20 for a head of lettuce or some shit. So I was like, guess what? If someone wants some bananas, they can take some bananas.
I feel at this point, and I'm not saying I've done this, but I'm just saying at this point, everybody. It's like, remember, so self-checkout is the new Napster to me. You know, because everybody was downloading music, but nobody was saying they were downloading music, you know?
Like, well, I don't know where this music came from.
Everybody.
Like LimeWire?
At some point at the self-checkout has, you know, you've snuck a candy bar.
I never have because I'm always the person that gets caught with doing stuff.
You've stacked up a couple things, but only scanned one of them. You know, like
I do know someone.
You've swapped a price label, and it's fine. We get it. Do it. You got to.
I mean,
in this day and age, man, you just got to do what you got to do.
allegedly Canada man.
Allegedly.
Back when I was talking to him, he was like, yeah, I maybe like scan like 50% of my stuff. I'm like, how do you get away with that?
Anyways, if you're slamming your head against the wall right now, telling us just to get on with the story.
No, I think we should go to the next story.
This is about eBay having to pay $55.7 million to a Massachusetts couple due to corporate harassment campaigns.
What?
They run a store called E-Commerce Bites, a newsletter that publishes articles critical of eBay. And prosecutors say former company employees at eBay launched a campaign to intimidate and silence them.
Why?
Their harassment went...
Why do they care?
They would set far beyond nasty emails. They would receive deliveries that included live cockroaches, fly larvae, a bloody pig Halloween mask, a funeral wreath, and a book about coping with the death of a spouse.
Whoa.
All because they're critical of eBay.
This is worth $55 million?
I guess so.
Send it our way, eBay. We'll take 20.
We'll take $20.
We'll take $20.
I'll take $20. For real. They also uncovered evidence that eBay employees stalked the couple, vandalized their property, even discussed breaking into the garage to install a GPS tracker on their vehicle.
What the fuck is going on with the eBay? Is this like some fucking like is this like some like FBI shit or like mafia stuff? Like how the fuck?
Dude, for real. Like
also,
what
why
kind
do
of
they
employee?
care?
Yeah, like
why do you care?
Why do you care?
They're like, okay, they wrote an article. All right.
There's probably thousands of articles out there.
Yeah, there's so many different examples. They snuck. How were they able to prove all this though? How were they able to prove that it was actually like eBay people? That's what I want to know.
Guess like police just tracked where the packages were coming from and saw that it was all coming from these people and they were all from eBay and...
I don't know. I would just watch a documentary that I'm like,
I'm sure this is going to be a documentary.
I mean, it should be.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this, but like one of the documentaries that we watched, like I was like, these cops don't know what the fuck they're doing.
The Toxic Love Story cops?
Yeah.
The Keystone cops? Yeah. Jesus, yeah.
I was like,
we don't talk about that for sure.
Oh, we are. We are.
Anyways, there's your creep of the week. eBay employees.
eBay? What the fuck?
Get on, jeez,
How were they even, wait, so like, where were they getting like the cockroaches? Because you can't get those on eBay. So they would have to get them from like somewhere and then send them to him?
What?
Like the cockroach box.
Oh, yeah, they're
and
probably
stuff.
just buying them at wherever. Like you can go to a pet store and then get cockroaches, can't you?
Like hissing cockroaches, but not like sewer cockroaches.
I don't know.
This needs to turn into a documentary because I have a lot of questions.
We have questions.
We need
answers.
We have listener questions a lot, but we have some questions of our own, eBay.
Yeah.
eBay.
Hey, we have some listeners in Mexico.
Hey, guys.
And we have a ghost sighting in Mexico. Oh, no. A witch ghost. Residents of a small town in Mexico were recently swept up in a wave of fear after rumors began circulating on social media about a mysterious figure that was wandering the streets at night. Depending on who you ask, the strange entity was either a ghost or a witch, with multiple people claiming to have spotted the figure lurking around the community. As the story spread, concern quickly turned into action. As a group of locals organized late-night search parties patrolling the streets in hopes of finding the so-called ghost witch.
Oh my God, it's just like some like old dementia lady that's like,
they don't know because they never found a trace of her. Oh, no. No trace was found. Local authorities were also weighed in, saying they had received no official reports and believed the entire incident was fueled by just rumors on social media. Isn't that crazy what rumors and bullshit can do when you just start spreading it around?
It is.
I know.
But what is making them think it's a witch?
I'm guessing just the way maybe they thought that she looked, like just looked like a witch.
You know what? There's probably some old nana that's gone. Some old abuela that they're like, oh my God, we're looking for Maria. Like they're like hunting her with like forks and stuff. And it's like
that episode of The Office when Michael's just wandering around the city.
I just watched The Sopranos where Junior like is found like, they're like, what were you doing all the way in this other part? And he's like, I don't know. And he's all demented and stuff. He's like Alzheimer's or something. And I'm just like, yeah. And he's like in his like slippers and stuff. I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is if you have a missing grandma in that town, you better go looking for her.
Yeah, go find your grandma, guys.
Did it say what town it was?
And it did, but I cannot pronounce it. So I skipped that. I'll try though. Holukton. I don't know, guys.
All right,
I'm trying.
we need our Mexico listeners to help us.
Yeah, guys, are 2 of you down there?
Three.
Sorry, 3 of you. I'm sorry, 3 of you.
Now there's going to be 2.
Yeah,
Someone's going to take
guys.
offense.
Jeez,
We love you guys. Yeah, we found out that we're international while we were on one of our Patreon extra shows.
We're like the pit bull of spooky podcasts because we're
Dolly.
worldwide. You want to review Toxic Love Story now or do listener questions?
Toxic love story.
Let's do Toxic Love Story.
Okay,
Oh
I just
my
have
gosh.
to. Okay, so I've been seeing I've been trying to avoid spoilers and stuff like this, so I really didn't know anything going into it.
Same.
Once I watched it, I was like, why is everyone like? I've seen way crazier documentaries and stuff. Like, obviously, this one is crazy, and we'll get into the details. So, spoilers, obviously, we'll try to not spoil it as much.
We'll try.
As we can, we'll try. But I mean, it's been out for a bit. I've seen it everywhere. It was number 2 on Netflix, and I was like, okay, we'll put it on. I just have to say, I watched it. I called everything that happened.
I did too.
Automatically, I was like, they're in cahoots, but it's mostly this. And then I was like, oh, taxpayers are gonna have to fucking pay the shit out of this person.
Yeah.
That was also
so. If you haven't seen Toxic Love Story, we're going to spoil it.
we are gonna spoil it because we're gonna talk details.
Yeah. And if you just want to continue listening, it's basically there's this couple that are receiving threatening text messages from this man's emails from this man's ex-girlfriend. And the thing that immediately went it's him was as soon as he said he was a U.S. Marshal. Because I was like, if you're a U.S. Marshal, you could definitely do something about this. You don't need to be calling the local police. You can, yeah.
And you know what, Tony? You know what? I even before that,
bullshit.
the second I found out that they're all Disney adults, I was like,
I got so scared. I was like,
this is Tony.
I was like, don't you be dragging Disney adults into this.
Disney adults. Okay, so I mean, should we get into the yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
This shit also pissed me off because, as you said, he obviously. Okay, we're just gonna go back to the beginning.
Okay.
So this guy and this woman are progressing their relationship really fast. They move in together after a couple months. Supposedly she's pregnant with twins, all this stuff. So they're moving in together, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden they're saying that they're getting threatening emails and that it's from the ex for sure. It's from this ex Michelle. It's from her. It is and just automatically it's just there's not really even any reason to think that it's from her because it's from an anonymous.
Yeah, they're just guessing.
Yeah, they're just oh, it's obviously from her.
Yeah.
And so all these different things happen. Then you go back and you hear that the new girlfriend obviously has kind of a sordid past. She lied about having cancer with one of her previous exes and things like that. So
the video where they do the intervention type thing is insane. So she's been telling her family and friends that she's battling cancer and going through chemo. And then she posts a picture on social media of her chemo treatment. And it's not her. It's a picture of the bag and everything. And one of her family members is already kind of sus.
She's friends with the guy. And she was well, why would she lie about this? She's but then things weren't adding up. She wasn't letting him go to the medical appointments with her.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's right. Yeah, she was saying no, I got it. You stay here.
No, you can't, or whatever.
And so
I have
they
to figure
Google
it out.
image search the picture she took, and they find it
it's on page 12.
Yeah,
something way
wait a
deep.
minute. So they did this intervention thing, and it's all in this documentary, the video of it, where she walks in and everybody's sitting there. She's just hi, and somebody want to tell us, and they're
She's no,
you've been faking the cancer thing, and
she's
they're
I'm sick. I have cancer.
And of course, you guys know when I'm watching this, I've had some value sesh, so I'm laughing my ass off at this because they keep saying show us your port. Show us your port.
You liar. And then she undid her, undid her thing. And then there's bandage around it. And she's no, take that off. And they're out in the car and all this stuff. They're hey, show
she starts leaving. She's no, I don't have to do this.
It's 20 people there, including teenagers. It's it was weird and crazy. I was why even do that? But what like started making them like more suspicious is like the guy finally was like, I'm going to one of your appointments. And then he's like, everything's like kind of weird. And he goes up and he's like, hey, like, this is like a really important thing. Like, what's going on? Like, how come like she hasn't been seen yet or la la. They're like, oh, well, she's just here like for like a standard procedure. Like she's getting like a mole removed or whatever. And he's like, what? And then the lady who I really fucking love, she's the best person in this whole documentary because everyone else I fucking hated. I hated every single one of these people, even the girl that got a fucking shit ton of money. She's weird too. There's something off about her. But like, she was like, I noticed that, you know, she was always wearing caps and stuff and she was like pushing her hair up into the cap. And she's like, She's like, so I started doing some research and all this stuff. She was awesome. Yeah. She had like a glass of wine behind her. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, let's go. So, okay. So like that comes out of like, okay, like there's like some sordid stuff with her. But basically what happened is that once the first accused lady is starting to be able to tell her story, you learn like, okay, the guy was extremely possessive and controlling and like really scary with her. And they had also like, you know, they were engaged and had a condo together that she like fronted all the money for and was basically making payments on. And like all these different things were happening. And she one day was just like, I have to escape. And so she like heard that he was on the phone with someone. So like she escaped. So obviously he was like pissed about that. And then that's where I was like, well, I already came up with like what I thought the theory was of what's happening. But then that's when you're like, okay, yeah. He's doing all this.
As soon as he said I'm a U.S. Marshal, I was like, Dad, you should be able to do something about this. Like you're not. A U.S. Marshal's not calling like just the local neighborhood police to come in and like do something, you know, like they're going to be like, hey.
Yeah. And a part of what was happening too is that they were doing Craigslist ads or like responding to Craigslist ads, pretending to be Michelle, pretending to be the new girl, Angela, being like, and they were like, grape fantasies.
SA fantasies, you could maybe say.
Okay, so they're SA fantasies.
She had fantasies about getting SA'd.
About getting SA'd.
And was like making these Craigslist posts that says like, I'm going to be here at this time. Do it to me. Don't try to
stop.
No matter what I do or say, don't stop. Like, it was like, yeah, it's
pretty intense.
It's intense and insane. Like,
and then so a guy does like respond and comes and then sees that only like there's the guy's name on the condo thing. He's like, yeah, this isn't right. Yeah. Thank goodness he left because like, could you imagine what would have happened to him?
Well, apparently when he showed up was at the same time
the
police were there talking to them.
And he was like,
Yeah.
And then so this guy, the U.S. Marshal, he's like super performative, being like outside with like a gun. And he's like, oh, okay, like come in. And he has like his badge on and he throws it down and be like, so I just got to get this. You know, I'm a U.S. Marshal. And then it's like, and also too, nothing wrong with this, but I really think he does not like women. I think
he's likes, a crazy man.
No, I think he likes.
Oh.
I think he's.
Oh, you think that's what he's trying to hide that?
Maybe.
Okay, then.
Okay, but anyway, so like all these different things are happening, and then the Anaheim police, it like escalates to where the new girl like says that she was attacked in her like garage, and she's like, "When are you guys gonna like do something about this? Like she's gonna kill me, like something blah blah." And then by then they're like, "We got a helicopter up, like searching for this person, la la, like we're gonna like do all this stuff." And it escalates so quickly and so crazy, and then so finally they arrest this Michelle lady. She admits to sending like 2 emails to him because she was like, you know, like you're like a piece of shit, basically. You're going to get justice, like all this stuff. But she only admitted to those 2. So what did the Anaheim police do? Like, okay, well, it's you then. You admitted guilt. You know how easy it is to find where an email is coming from?
Right.
like it's like so crazy. So they arrest her. She's in jail for 3 months and they're throwing the book at her. They're like, she was like,
to get life in prison over this.
Which is insane. Like that's, first of all, that's like insane. I'm sorry. Like, and then we'll talk about him a little bit more, but like, then all stuff comes out and eventually the guy goes back to the police and is like, oh, like all these things came out about Angela. Like she's not actually pregnant and there's all these different things. And then so they finally drop like the charges on the girl. But the actual U.S. Marshal people were like, this case is crazy.
Yeah,
this is involving U.S. Marshal.
It went to the real U.S. Marshals.
Okay, I like him too.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 2 people I
like
in this thing.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, and he's like, it's very easy to tell. He's like, almost automatically, I was like he's looking through all the body cam footage. He's like listening to the phone calls and like all this stuff. And he's like, something is off about this. Like, and it's very easy to tell, like automatically. And he starts breaking everything down and all this stuff. And then he's like, yeah, so the emails were coming from the guy pretending to be Michelle. And then like, even like Angela was in on it too.
And he figured most of this out just by watching the body cam footage.
Yes. Of like what the fucking cops
of
like.
What the police were seeing with their own eyeballs. Like, oh my God.
And then what pissed me off even more than all of this, because this whole thing was like so, I can't imagine being in jail for something like that, looking at life and being like, he's a fucking U.S. Marshal and he's insane. Like, I'm going to fucking spend the rest of my life in prison for something I didn't do. Yeah. I'm not even involved in because of these crazy people. He ends up getting convicted only for all the same stuff that she was accused of, where they're saying that you're going to get life in jail. Like, you're going to fucking rot in jail. And he gets 10 years with the possibility of parole after like a certain amount.
Yeah.
For these same crimes, but he actually was doing the crimes. And what's so crazy is that like it was so manipulative and so convoluted. He was pretending to be her, like all these different things. And then even like enwrapped Angela in it, who Angela ended up like doing like a plea deal and got like 5 years or something like that. And she didn't like represent herself in the documentary, which I don't blame her about because she's insane.
Yeah.
But this whole thing, I was just like, please, like that shit pissed me off so bad about the cops that they just automatically arrested her. Dude. And there's all this evidence that like, it's not her. Like, like
it was like,
they talked like when they talked like, so you don't actually see him, but the Craigslist guy, they play the phone call. Cause he was like all this, he's like, I always make sure that I like actually talk to a woman. Like, I don't know like what situation I'm getting into. Like, so I want to make sure it's actually like the woman. And it's Angela on the phone being like, yeah, like it's me. Like, this is like my like, this is my post and these are the emails and sending back and forth to you or whatever of the email that's supposedly Michelle. That right there is like, okay, and then they didn't disclose the amount, but at the end, the Michelle lady, like who spent 3 months in jail was accused of all this stuff.
I think it was longer than 3 months, wasn't it?
I just think they said 90 days.
Like 8.
I thought they said she was in jail for like 86 days or something.
I don't remember. It was
maybe it was longer.
Yeah, it was too long. That's all I know.
She should never been in jail in the first place. Yeah. But like they didn't disclose the amount, but she was like, yeah, I got a really healthy amount of money from the Anaheim Police Department. She's like, I can't disclose it or whatever. And I was like, yeah, another fun example of taxpayer dollars paying for fucking inept police that can't fucking do their fucking job. How fucking dumb. Like shit like this pisses me off so bad. And this happens all the time. This happens all the time. Imagine not having someone in your corner and being like, oh, okay, well, now I'm just still in jail because...
Yeah. There's probably plenty of people that are in jail that didn't do what they're in there for.
Yeah. Anyways, Toxic Love Story on Netflix. You should give it a watch if you haven't seen it. Or if you have, we want to know your thoughts.
Yes.
Also saw another crazy one. The Idaho Murders.
Oh, I watched... Where'd you watch that one?
It's the newest one that just came out. Was that Hulu?
It might be. I watched one on Hulu, yeah.
It's because there's 2 of them. There's one that came out, I think, last year, and there's one that just recently came out. And this one was like the 3-parter. I'm pretty sure it's on Hulu.
Okay.
Let me look at it. Which one did you watch?
I think it was the one on Hulu, but I don't think I finished it, though.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
So should we wait? Oh, yeah. It's called the Idaho College Murders.
You can talk about it.
Can we?
Sure, why not?
Are you sure? I don't want to spoil it for you.
I know what happens. I mean, I know I didn't watch the documentary, but I read the news. So,
okay. So on Hulu, they have a 3-part docuseries about the Idaho College murders that happened in 2023. Basically, it's just like a little thing of what happened. I mean, this was all over the news.
Yeah.
So once I saw the guy's face of who was like accused, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember this. So this tiny little college in Idaho was like shaken up because 4 of their students ended up getting like really brutally murdered, like stabbed in the middle of the night, one night. And it was like a big like whodunit and all these different things. And it ended up being a guy, supposedly, this is who pled guilty, but I mean, there's some like weird stuff happening.
Yeah.
It ended up like after they went through all the different evidence and things like that, they were able to pinpoint a guy who went to a college in Washington.
Yeah.
It's so close to the border. It's only 7 miles away. What's so weird and convoluted about this story is that the people that were in the house, there was 4 people that were murdered and then 2 that didn't get murdered.
Yeah, they were like asleep or in their rooms or something at the time.
Well, supposedly what happened is that one of the girls saw an intruder coming into the house dressed in all black, runs to her room and is like texting her friend that's in another room. And she's like, hurry up, like run into my room. And then they like lock the door and then they end up being fine, but everyone else ends up like getting stabbed.
Yeah.
And throughout this whole time, like the people that survived are like texting their, like one of them is like texting their ex-boyfriend and like their friends, like, can you come like check everything out? Like we're scared. And then they come and they're like, oh shit. Like they saw like 2 of the people. They didn't even go up to the 3rd floor where the other 2 people are at. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, and then they call the police. But this is like over a span of like 7 hours.
Yeah.
They never called the police when you see an intruder. Like they first saw an intruder in their house. And then no one calls the police until someone that's not even living in the house gets there and then sees like, oh shit, like they're not breathing. I don't know. They might be unconscious. So 911 calls, like they're thinking that they, like this girl partied too hard and was unconscious.
Yeah.
And, or like not breathing or whatever. But then once the police get there, they're like, yeah, there's fucking blood everywhere. I mean, they got stabbed. One of the girls got stabbed 50 times.
Yeah.
So it's an incredible, I'm sure. I mean, they blocked it all out, thank goodness, so you don't really see it. But this whole story is just like so weird and convoluted and back and forth. Like they ended up tearing down the house itself before it even went to trial, before the trial was even done. Yeah. And like all the families that like, not all the families talked, but like a couple of families like were talking and they're like, the trial hadn't even started. Like there might be stuff in there, like stains or like whatever, like in there that like is needed. They're like, so that was, and like none of the families wanted that to happen.
That's weird.
There's so much like weird details about it. And then obviously we don't know, like, and then I don't want anyone coming for me about like the phone calls and stuff like that. But like, obviously we don't know how we would react if we're like in shock and like paralyzed with fear.
I don't know how I'd react either. And I mean like the calling the police thing. I mean, obviously like if I had an insurance house, I'm calling the police, but there's part of me too that would be like, fuck, I just made this worse. Because
we know all the stories with
we
police.
just know about police. I mean, there's some very great police officers out there that do a very great job, but more often than not, it's not that case.
Yeah.
And so I would be like, I would kind of like, if there was a intruder in the house, you should call the police immediately. But just with obviously watching too many true crime documentaries and things, I might hesitate a little tiny bit just to be like, let me just make sure I need to.
Totally understandable.
And like, I'll go check myself first. Yeah. And then I die. And then it's, it's like, fuck, I should have called the police. But like,
I mean, there's 6 college students living there. Like, they had parties, you know, people in and out all the time. So
like
they're probably drunk.
People calling the police and they come to the house and they're the ones that like get arrested or like shot at and stuff. And it's like,
and a lot of them were underage. They were like 19, 20. So it's like, you know, they're partying.
Yeah,
so
there's
maybe
just
they're
like footage I saw yesterday of like a guy, he like took a drink out of his water bottle and they like started shooting at him. You know, so it's like, yeah, like if I have an intruder, I'll see what I can do about this first. It's like
you just end up getting your whole family murdered.
Like I'm like, all right, who's in my house? And like I'll hear if they like scamper away. And then I'll be like, they left. And I'll probably just leave it at that.
Yeah. And I mean, exactly. Like you just never know how you would like react to things. But what is also like so crazy is that the guy just like automatically like pled, like just took like a plea deal so he wouldn't get the death penalty, but never had to do, so like it never went to trial. So like there's still like no motive, like, you know, there's no like reason like why like he would have like picked these people. Yeah. But supposedly they did have evidence of like his car being like in the neighborhood a lot, like in the months leading up to there, like his like cell phone like pinging from there and stuff and things like that. But I mean, there's so many different things that happen that's like, well, maybe, I don't know. And he was like a sociopath. Like he had like definitely like had some like mental health issues and things of that. But he was also studying criminology. He's getting his master's in like criminology or something like that at the Washington University that he was at. So I don't know. The whole thing it was just extremely sad. Like, I mean, young kids just getting killed for no reason. Like, it's just awful. And like, then you're hearing like, you know, you're getting all the interviews from like their friends and things. And especially the guy that like found the bodies. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, and then there's like a stint where they were almost like thinking that it was like an ex-boyfriend of one of the girls because they had just broken up, and she was like texting him and calling him a lot and things like that. And he's like, his dog was in the house. They found the dog in there, like with them. And then he's like, I'm not even worried about my dog right now. Like, I just want to know what happened. Oh, another crazy fucking detail. The university sent out a text message to like everybody being like, there's a possible like intruder, or like something like, you know, like someone that is like very dangerous and armed, like on this street, like stay away from the area, shelter in place, while the police are like still there trying to figure everything out. And the kids that are there didn't even really know what was happening either. They didn't know if their friends were like alive or dead, or like if they were just sick or like whatever, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like then all these rumors starts going, like people are like calling everybody, like families are calling, families are like driving to like this place and being like, my kid lives on that street. Hadn't been notified by police yet. Could you imagine?
No.
That's crazy. That's really, like getting a text from someone and be like, hey, I got this text from a university. Like, your kid lives on that street. Are they good? They're like, I don't know. I haven't fucking heard from them. And what's so crazy is one of the sisters of one of the girls that was killed went to the same university as the guy that supposedly did it, or that pled guilty to doing it. She's like, it's just so crazy to me to think that the guy that did this, I live closer to him than my sister, who's like randomly just in this like neighborhood 7 miles away, goes to another university. Crazy. It's really sad. So just brace yourselves.
It's a bummer of a watch.
It is.
That's probably why I didn't finish it, because
it starts off
like
really,
I said, usually you got value sesh coursing through my system, and I just want to watch fun stuff. And that was like, this is a little too serious for me.
It is really serious.
How about some listener questions to
good transition,
lighten the mood? What's the best staircase in horror? Out of all the horror movies you've seen, what has the best staircase?
That's a good question.
Knee-jerk answer is The Exorcist staircase.
Oh, God.
But
I mean, it's not the best staircase, but that's like the best staircase scene.
Yeah.
What's like a grandiose one? Doesn't the Addams Family have like a big grandiose staircase?
The Shining.
Oh, that's a beautiful staircase. Yeah, The Shining, because it's like,
I feel like
big,
The Haunting
beautiful.
has one, maybe. Home Alone has a famous staircase scene.
Oh yeah, with the paint, right?
Yeah, with the paint cans.
That's not a horror movie. You don't know what you're talking about with horror movies.
Home Alone 2, whenever they trick them and the paint cans come down, and then the big sewer pipe comes and smashes them in the face. Did you see they're making another one?
Another Home Alone?
With Macaulay Culkin.
What?
Apparently he has some like amazing idea for a new Home Alone, and like Disney and him are working on it.
That's awesome.
They got to bring back Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. Like,
that would be cool.
I don't care that they're old as heck.
Dang, I wish Pigeon Lady was still around.
But like, they got to be back somehow.
You gotta.
Have to.
Maybe they maybe they are all friends now.
Oh,
and they have to.
There is like that like funny like meme fake poster I saw. It says like Home Alone 3, but it looks like a quiet like drama set out in the wilderness, and it's like Home Alone 3, A Road to Forgiveness, and it's like the three of them, and they're all old and stuff. And
like, I mean, maybe.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, another staircase. I'm trying to think. Isn't there like a spiral staircase? Is that Frankenstein, or is that like Dr. Frankenstein?
I think Frankenstein has
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I don't know.
Well, what about the Haunting of Hill House? Like in that old house that they have like a big staircase in there where she like is standing next to it, and then that
I feel
scene
like there's
that
such
like
a good answer, and people are just.
I know they're gonna be so mad at us.
Learn about this.
I'm only thinking of like cartoons and stuff. I'm thinking of like Cinderella.
Beetlejuice. When Beetlejuice, like this banister, like turns into the Beetlejuice snake.
Oh, okay.
Or at the end, whenever like all the football players are dancing on it. So that's a good one.
Does Psycho have a staircase? No.
No. Well, yeah. There is a scene where the guy he falls down the staircase. It's like a famous like shot because like the camera follows him as he's falling down the staircase kind of thing.
Well, I mean, a staircase is
and the staircase, there's like a stairs that lead up to the psycho house. So I guess a little psycho.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Well, also too, I mean, it's like one of the like most overdone tropes too is like people running up a staircase. Mm-hmm. People like running upstairs. You're like, why are you going upstairs or downstairs into a basement? And you're like, why? Yeah. Is there a scene where it's like someone's like down the stairs and someone's like at the top of it and it's like the silhouette?
There's another staircase scene is American Psycho. When that girl's running away and she's like going down the stairs that are like going around and he's up top with a chainsaw and he's like following her kind of. Oh. And like he drops the chainsaw and it like falls down and gets her.
Damn.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of staircases.
There is.
I bet there is though one that we're like really not thinking of and we're going to be like, fuck.
They're so mad at us. But what else is new?
Everyone's mad at us.
Has a horror movie ever permanently changed your real life habits? The only ones I can think of is Jaws, going in the ocean.
Don't go in the ocean.
Even swimming in the swimming pool was kind of scary. Mm-hmm. The number two, I would say maybe the other biggest one is Final Destination 2. With anytime I'm behind a log truck, I get in front of it.
Great answer.
I don't even switch lanes. I just get in front of that shit.
There was like article or something I just sent you where the guy survived. It's his own truck. And like it was either like poles or it was like wood like that came through the front of his truck at a like stop light or something like that. And he survived.
Damn.
So it's not even being behind it. It's like if you're driving one. I will say, yeah, like permanently, there was like definitely a lot of different movies that temporarily changed my actions.
Yeah.
Like I've said Piranha a bunch of times, obviously. Everyone knows that story by now if you're an old time listener. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there was like times when I was younger where like if I'd be scared, I would make sure that my feet weren't outside of the covers because obviously, or like you would run and like jump.
Oh yeah,
you'd run and like jump.
I remember that.
And then too, like I do have like a lot of lights on in my house. Sometimes people like yell at me about it. Like I'll just have random lights and stuff like all throughout my house, like so stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything permanently besides the truck one from Final Destination 2.
Okay,
that's a good one.
Next question we have is, what horror movie made you become a horror fan? It's hard for me to pinpoint because my parents were like super into horror and
so they're just always watching
things
it.
like that. So they were always watching things. Like the earliest thing I could remember is Tales from the Dark Side. Like they would always watch that show. But I think what got me into horror was Army of Darkness. But I had always been curious about it since I was a kid because like, you know, my parents had a video store, so I would always see like the VHS tapes and stuff. And
why Army of Darkness? Like, why do you?
I think it's just because that was like kind of my entry into horror because we got like a screener for Army of Darkness at their store, and I was watching it, and then like my brother came in while I was watching it, and he was like, "Oh, have you seen Evil Dead?" Because Army of Darkness is Evil Dead 3. And I was like, "No, what's Evil Dead?" Oh. And he was like, "Oh boy, we're gonna watch it."
Wait.
And then, you know, I watched Evil Dead and I was like, I'm obsessed with this.
I want more of that.
Yeah, give me more of that. He's like, oh, you gotta watch Evil Dead 2. And I was like, oh my God.
I can't really pinpoint a certain movie, but I remember watching Tales from the Crypt, like being really young, watching Tales of the Crypt. And that like always like really like spooked me out. And X-Files. Mm-hmm. So I think more shows for me. I mean, Buffy the Vampire Slayer too. Like, I mean, those were definitely like staples. Like as I was younger, like we've talked about a similar thing where it's like my aunt and stuff would be the ones that showed me scary movies trying to like scare us, obviously. Yeah. But those ones, like I would watch like as a young child and be like, oh, okay, like it's kind of creepy. Ooh, like, oh, I'm probably not supposed to be watching this.
I have one. This is my question I just thought of. If you had kids or if you have kids, what movie would you show them to scare them?
Like now?
Yeah, like if you're gonna show your kids a scary movie to try to scare them, what movie are you gonna show them? Like it's hard these days too.
Yeah, because they're like, so desensitized.
They're very desensitized. I remember I showed my kid Blair Witch Project and like
he's like,
he was like, that's it? I'm like, what do you mean that's it?
This is the scariest fucking shit.
Like, that scared the hell out of me. Like, what would you even show them now? You know?
Kiki has an answer.
Kiki.
Kiki. Well, what age are we talking? Like 10?
I would say 12, 13.
12 or 13.
12, 13. I feel like that's like the hardest age to scare right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Because like I would
Because like
want
we're
it-
seeing things like Backrooms, but they're like,
Yeah.
we've been watching Backrooms since we were 7 years old on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
We got the dark web.
Yeah.
I mean, our generation too, like they were watching beheadings and stuff like that.
Oh, God,
crazy
yeah.
stuff.
Remember,
like
what was that rotten.com or something?
I never went on there, but yeah, I
don't
heard
either.
stories. I would want something that's not super like gory and crazy.
Yeah.
So not like a Terrifier or things like that, or like a Saw. I wouldn't want to do anything like that
Like
because
The
I think,
Conjuring?
yeah, maybe something,
Maybe?
yeah, that or like Sinister. I know you don't like Sinister, but like, yeah, maybe something like that. A zombie movie, maybe.
Well, like, so my oldest kid, when he was like 13, 14-ish, I showed him Frozen, not the Disney movie, the Adam Green movie where they're stuck on the ski lift. And he said that, he's like, that's the scariest thing I've seen.
Because it's like realistic.
Yeah, I was like, why? He's
Okay.
like, because that can happen. Like, that can actually happen to somebody. And probably has, but like, so yeah, like coming from him, he says Frozen. So it's like maybe things that can act like
Jaws or something.
I don't know.
Like Jaws or like 40, what is that? Like 40 feet under or 48 meters under
Oh,
with like maybe
yeah.
more and stuff like, oh, what about open water?
Ooh, maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
if your kid is like afraid of like the ocean already, or I mean, that is definitely something that's like terrifying.
Yeah.
God, this is a hard question.
I'm trying to think of things I used to watch when I was a kid that scared me, but it was different back then.
It was.
Like, I feel like if you try to show, as good as it is, like, if you try to show like a 12-year-old Halloween, like, I don't think it's going to go great. Like, they're going to jump on their phone and jump on TikTok or Roblox at some point.
I feel like it would have to be something that's like, yeah, to your point, like a YouTube thing or something that like seems like it's real. Like, you know how like we just talked about, what was it? Sprinkles the Clown. What was it? Wrinkles the Clown.
Wrinkles the Clown.
Wrinkles the
Yeah.
Clown. Something like that, where it's like, it seems like it's real. It's not like an actual movie. It would have to be like something that's like online, like a prank.
Yeah.
Well, because we did those things. Remember that website where it's like you would pretend like you were asking it a question, but as you're like typing the question, you're like actually writing the answer. And so you'd be like, okay, it's like Peter Says or something like that.
What?
Yeah, you never saw that?
No.
Oh my gosh, we did it all the time. Like we freaked out Courtney and Taylor with it. Like where it's like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna ask it a question. And then you're just like, okay, like what color is Taylor's shirt or whatever? And like instead of typing the actual like thing,
Yeah.
it acts like it's like writing something, but you're just writing like the answer
Wow.
for like the
That's
next
terrifying.
question or
That's
something.
how AI got designed. We were designing AI without even knowing it. We designed ChatGPT before. Look at us. We fell for it.
No,
One final
because you're
question.
still doing the answer
Oh.
yourself. You're
Oh,
doing the
okay.
answer yourself.
Oh, that's still terrifying.
I'll find it.
Okay. Last question, and then we're going to get on out of here, y'all. What's a horror movie that you appreciated a lot more after learning how it was made?
I don't think this question's for me because I haven't like learned really how like things are made. No.
All right.
You just had some really good answers though.
I have
The
a great
last
answer for this, and it's recent, is Good Boy.
Oh,
I
cute.
like that movie. Like, I
It's-
went into it just kind of expecting kind of, I guess, just more action kind of stuff. Like,
It's the actor's real dog.
I know. Like, I went in, I was
so
like, I want to
cute.
see this dog fight some ghosts. And he's not doing that. The movie's just him just kind of like, what's that? Ruff.
He said, I don't like
And
that.
kind of like running
I'm
away from it a
scared."
little bit. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that was all right. Well, not what I expected. But then, like, you learn how it was made, and it's like, all right, this is incredible. Like,
Oh, because it's like little bits at a time or something,
yeah,
right?
because it's like,
Yeah,
it's
like-
just a couple and their dog, and they would only be able to film whenever the dog was like
Doing stuff?
Doing stuff.
Oh, that's a good answer.
So I think it was like 3 years it took him to film everything finally.
Because he weren't like forcing his dog to like do anything.
Yeah, because like he wasn't forcing the dog to do stuff, and like the dog's not going to like be very cooperative most of the time because he's just a dog. Like
Yeah,
he's not like a
it's
trained
not Hollywood.
Yeah, it's not a trained actor dog. It's just their dog, you know.
That's so cute. That's a great answer. Yeah, that's really cute.
I like Good Boy.
Good Boy is a really good movie. And then too, once you like put it all together at the end of like what's actually happening, and you're
Yeah.
like, damn.
I remember like the big thing with coming out was like they even like I think they released a trailer that was like, does the dog die at the end? No.
I mean, there's a dead dog in
and I
it,
was like, oh thank God.
but there's
Yeah. I remember that was just everybody's main concern was like, I'm not going to watch this if the dog dies. So they put out a trailer. I was like, the dog doesn't die. Come see this movie.
It was like A Quiet Place.
Kinda, yeah.
Or what is it? Quiet Place Day 1 or whateper, where it's like the cat.
The cat just doesn't give a shit.
Something happens to this cat, I swear to God.
The cat was the most unbothered cat.
They're like, let me go up on this building. Okay. You know what? It didn't make me appreciate it more, but it's like always funny to talk about and I always reference it. But like Twilight with the wolves. And it's like Taylor, or what's his name?
Taylor Lautner?
Taylor Lautner.
Yes.
Not Taylor Kushner.
Taylor, yeah.
Or Jared Kushner or whatever.
Oh, God.
That's a horror movie.
Jesus. Don't buy any more EA games. Apparently he's part owner of EA now, so.
What can we get? So like it's like Taylor Lautner in like a green suit or whatever, and she's like having to like pet his head, or there's like
I remember that now, yeah.
And he's like walking, and then like or there's like the like ball or whatever.
Yeah, the tennis ball on a stick thing.
I mean, again, not horror, but like watching Benedict Cumberbatch as Smog, and he's like crawling on the ground. He's like, it's Smeagol. We gotta go.
Smeagol.
We gotta go.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. Tony just got back from, by the time this comes out, you will be back from.
I just spent the weekend at Midsummer Scream. But we're recording this before I go to Midsummer Scream.
So we're going to talk all about that. Remember, in September, we're going to be at Days of the Dead Las Vegas. So hopefully we'll be able to see you guys out there. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you book up your room.
Oh.
We usually stay at the Plaza.
We're at the Plaza where the convention is.
It is at the
And it's kind of crazy because you can go down and go gambling and you're sitting next to Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
You never know who's going to be down. I remember I was down there gambling in the middle of the night and I bumped into Skylar from Greasy Strangler. And
that's awesome.
It's just, you never know. That's what's so great about Days of Dead is like you can just be out doing things and all of a sudden like, oh my gosh.
You're in it.
He's there. Oh my God.
Yeah. October 10th, we are going to be in Flagstaff.
For CreepyCon.
For CreepyCon. And then that night, about 7 o'clock, we're going to be at
the Spirit Room in Jerome.
Spirit Room in Jerome.
Doing a live show.
So it's going to be a twofer. It's going to be a long day.
So come say hi. Go to scaredycast.com for all the information. Go to patreon.com/scaredycast to support us. And we love you.
Love you.
Bye.